What is going on, everyone? My name is XpertGamer. Welcome back to the channel. Before I start this video is being released on April 1st. This isn't really an April Fool's prank or a joke. I just wanted to release this video on April 1st. And before I start this video, yes, I did see a Take-Two Interactive CEO Strel Zundek interview for GTA 6. Still being on track for fall 2025. It's absolutely amazing news that we're going to be getting marketing hopefully soon. Because the game is not going to be delayed. At least I'm pretty confident about that, and Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games are pretty confident about this. It's all about the silence of Rockstar Games. But we're not talking about Rockstar Games, we're talking about Watch Dogs, my all-time favorite open world video game ever. So a few weeks ago, I made a video about me explaining my top 5 favorite video games on the channel. And last year in 2024, I made a video about showing off my top 5 favorite games. And one of the games I showed off was actually Watch Dogs, which we're looking at right now. I'm actually screen recording this video. This video will be linked in the description box below. It's basically my favorite open world game of all time. And in this video, I just want to talk about a few things about what I really like about Watch Dogs. And in my opinion, this game is worth it in 2025 and pretty much forever, basically. But I'm just going to explain a few reasons why I really like this game. Alright, so my favorite part about Watch Dogs is that on Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, the game actually runs at 60 FPS thanks to FPS boost, and it has auto HDR. Now, Watch Dogs is available for PS4 and Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5 and PC, including Xbox 360 and PS3 and the Wii U, which is pretty much a mouthful, really. But on the Xbox One alone, it runs at 792p. But on Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, the game is not like remastered or anything like that. This game actually runs at 792p, just like the Xbox One resolution. But you do get 60 FPS thanks to FPS boost and auto HDR. And this is basically my favorite backwards compatibility game for the Xbox Series X and S. Now, like I said, I own an Xbox Series X. You probably already know that by watching my YouTube channel. And with this game is absolutely fantastic with FPS boost and auto HDR. And you're watching it right now. Even with Watch Dogs 2, the sequel to Watch Dogs, the FPS boost and auto HDR is just absolutely fantastic. It's an absolute fantastic game, and I absolutely really love this game a lot. So that's basically my favorite reason why I really like this game a lot. I do highly recommend playing this game. But also I do want to talk about something, is that Watch Dogs, like this game specifically, Watch Dogs, in my opinion, the open world of Watch Dogs is better than GTA 5. Now, the gameplay is subject to change, basically. The gameplay of GTA 5 and Watch Dogs, I think they're both pretty much awesome. And both of them are pretty much unique in their own ways. But in my opinion, the open world of Watch Dogs is just better than GTA 5 open world, which takes place in Los Santos, a fictional Los Angeles. Watch Dogs takes place in Chicago, Illinois. And yes, it does look fictional, but also looks realistic at the same time. And in my opinion, this is the best Chicago video game ever. And I stay true to that because, fun fact, I was born in Chicago. I don't live in Chicago anymore. I live in New Jersey. I'm not going to tell you my address really. But I was actually born in Chicago, and I lived there for at least 7 years. I moved in 2010. And now I live in New Jersey. Again, I won't reveal my address due to privacy reasons. I don't want to talk about that. But Chicago Watch Dogs is just absolutely fantastic. This is the best Chicago video game I ever played. And I'm a Chicago fan. I'm a CM Punk fan. I'm a Chicago fan. And Chicago is just absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, it's like the best city in the world. It's better than New York City. It's better than San Francisco. It's better than Los Angeles, Las Vegas. I'm a Chicago guy. And Chicago is the best city in the world. I absolutely love Chicago. I would love to go for a vacation for Chicago for a weekend vacation or a week off. But it's not in the cards right now. But Watch Dogs is just an absolutely fantastic game. I want to talk about a little bit about the story mode. So the story mode is basically a dark story. In my opinion, it's more darker than Watch Dogs 2 and also Watch Dogs Legions. And with the story of Watch Dogs, basically, you play as Aiden Pierce, who's like a vigilante, which you're seeing right now. And unfortunately, he had like a tragedy past where his niece was killed in a car accident, a hit that did not go properly. And basically, you try to find out who's responsible for what happened and the killer. I don't want to go into any heavy spoilers or anything like that. I do recommend you play the game and the whole entire game to figure it out, the whole entire like series and franchise. But this game specifically, like this story, is a little bit more darker, and the art style it makes sense because of this. Because I love the art style of this game; it looks fantastic. But it's just not like the story mode is pretty dark. You know, it's a pretty sad, gloomy, like dark story mode. And personally, like whenever it's story mode games or like have like a dark tone to it, you know it's always awesome. It's always awesome whenever they have like a dark, intense, like violent tone that makes things feel and look like gritty and amazing and awesome and fantastic at the same time. And that's what Watch Dogs is really at. But at the same time, it's also a pretty nice open world game. And with open world games, it's CPU intensive, but thanks to Xbox Series X, this game has no problem. Now, if you do own a PC, it all depends on you. I own a PC, I have this game on PC, but this game doesn't run well on my PC. I can play at 1080p 60 FPS at high settings, but I try to play at 1440p maxed out settings and it struggles to maintain above 100 FPS. I actually prefer playing on the Xbox Series X because you're getting a flat, constant 60 FPS. And the footage that you're looking at right now is in fact 60 FPS thanks to FPS boost. So far, throughout my entire years of playing Watch Dogs on FPS boost on Xbox Series X with HDR support, with auto HDR support, there has been no performance issues, no crashing, no performance issues, no frame drops, nothing like that. Everything is consistent. Everything is 60 FPS start to finish if you have FPS boost on. And I highly recommend you enable this always. There should be no reason why you should never turn this off. And knock on wood for that. Like knock on wood for that. Now I also do want to talk about that the PS5 version is also running backwards compatibility mode. But also with Watch Dogs, on the first Watch Dogs game for PS5, it only runs 900p 30 FPS, no HDR support. Now that is better than 792p for Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, but with Xbox Series X and S, you're getting FPS boost and auto HDR, which is absolutely fantastic. So I got nothing bad to say about this game. The online is okay, but I really don't want to talk about the online except for the online hacking. That's pretty much the best mode about online. But everything else about the online is pretty much okay, actually. That's where GTA 5 or GTA Online is best at, and hopefully GTA 6 will have a better online. I'm pretty sure it will be. But you should play this game because of the open world Chicago vibes. I highly recommend the open world of Chicago. And also, just like the story is pretty much fantastic. In my opinion, this is my favorite story mode game ever, besides Batman Arkham City and Hitman World of Assassinations. This game's story mode, Watch Dogs, the story mode of Watch Dogs is my personal favorite story mode game of all time, and my all-time favorite open world game ever. I would say the story of Watch Dogs 1, is better than the other Watch Dogs games, Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs Legions, but Watch Dogs 1 story mode specifically is, in my opinion, is better than GTA 5 story mode. And that's kind of crazy because the GTA 5 has blockbuster scenes and it looked pretty fantastic, but the story of Watch Dogs, like the narrative writing of Watch Dogs, it's better. The writing is just better, and it just makes sense in my opinion. And personally speaking, I just like games that actually have intense, dark, gritty, like stories. I'm not a fan of like when it comes to like humor and then gloomy and like dark. I like gloomy and dark story modes and then a little bit of humor, and this game absolutely nails it. There is a bit of humor, but it's not a lot, which I actually like. But with GTA 5, there's more humor than darkness, and that's not a bad thing. It all depends on you. But like I just prefer dark rather than humor when it comes to like story driven games, and this game absolutely delivers. This game is actually really awesome. Now, to conclude, I do want to talk about that Ubisoft, the developers that made this game, they should, and even the sequel to Watch Dogs 2, they should 100% like remake, remaster, or technically remaster or optimize Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2 for Xbox Series X, S, and PlayStation 5. They did this with Far Cry 5, and they did this with Far Cry New Dawn. So they have to remaster or like re-release or optimize Watch Dogs again. Look, I'm fine playing at 792p, and here's the thing. I own an LG C1 OLED. It's 55 inches. I've been owning that TV for 3 years. It's a 4K 120Hz Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos HDR10 TV. It's meant for gaming, and it works extremely well with my Xbox Series X. I highly recommend it. And this game looks fantastic. I use my own personal settings, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to name them actually because that's like personal. But here's the thing. This game looks fantastic. This game looks fantastic on the LG C1 OLED. But the problem is, I'm playing this game in 4K 60 FPS because of the Xbox Series X like output resolution when playing the game. But this game runs at 792p, 60 FPS, and auto HDR, and that's fine. But 792p in 2025 is pretty rough looking, and this game is turning 11 years old in 2025. This game was originally launched in May 27th, 2014, which was almost 11 years. This game is turning 11 years this May 27th, and after 11 years, Ubisoft has to optimize Watch Dogs 1 and Watch Dogs 2, and it has to be optimized for Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 and PS5 Pro. And I would definitely be buying the game if they're ever going to do that, or if it'd be better if it has like a free like port or remaster. But they should do 4K 60 FPS as standard with HDR support, and have free pre-installed DLC ready to go. That goes for both Watch Dogs Complete Edition and Watch Dogs 2 Gold Edition, which I both own digitally for Xbox Series X. And I also have the disc also, because I'm huge fans of the games and the developers for Ubisoft, and I just like Watch Dogs a lot. Like the first Watch Dogs game. I also like Watch Dogs 2, and I also kind of like Watch Dogs Legions, but Watch Dogs 1 is my personal favorite open world game ever, and it's my second all-time favorite game ever. But I would really love a Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2 like 4K 60 FPS HDR remaster like port, and it has to be optimized with faster loading times, and just like Chicago looking absolutely fantastic. It's going to be awesome. Like this art style is probably one of my favorites ever. It looks fantastic. I'm looking at the gameplay right now, and it looks amazing. But it would be absolutely better if this game was 4K 60 FPS with HDR support as standard, like built in with free pre-installed DLC ready to go. And I'm okay if I'll buy the game. I'll be totally okay if I have to re-buy the game. But I much prefer it to be like a free upgrade rather than paying to upgrade, But I'm okay buying the game, actually, because I love Watch Dogs and I love Watch Dogs 2. But I specifically love the first Watch Dogs game because of Chicago, my favorite city of all time, the best open world of all time, and also just like the gameplay is fantastic, and even the open world is fantastic, and even the story mode is also really awesome. I don't have anything bad to say about this game. I really don't. In my opinion, this game is basically a 9.8 out of a 10. If the remaster does come out eventually, which I might make a video about, but if it does come out eventually, I will make Watch Dogs like a 10 out of a 10, just like Hitman World of Assassination, which is my personal all-time favorite game ever. And yeah, before I go, by the time this video is released, Ramadan for 2025 is officially over, and things are going to be back to schedule now. So like the scheduling, we're coming back. I'm coming back to YouTube slowly. I'm uploading more videos really soon. I also have a WWE 2K25 video releasing soon. It should be out by now. I'll leave a link in the description box below when that releases. But also, please watch this video, my Watch Dogs video, like the gameplay, and it'll be linked in the description box below. And this is basically my review of the game. I highly recommend this game. This is a 9.8 out of a 10. I absolutely recommend it. I do prefer you play this game on console on Xbox Series X with FPS boost enabled always and auto HDR enabled always. And this game is amazing. This game is stunning. This game is absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely love this game a lot. I really love this game a lot. It's absolutely fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more, and make sure you have notifications on always. Also, please follow me on my Twitter and Instagram at XpertGamerSAZ, and also check out my YouTube links. All links will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time.